Here we go.
Well, that was a short show with Square Enix Presents, and I thought it was going to be a little bit on the longer side. We got PC gaming coming up in just a little bit, so I'll be talking about that to wrap up for tonight for day 2. Warner Bros. Is going to be on very shortly before PC gaming show starts, so I'll be checking it out and seeing what they have to talk about and what games get shown. But I'm not going to be discussing Warner Bros. Today, so I'll be looking forward to the PC gaming show, and then I'll just keep my eyes on whatever new games Warner Bros. Ends up showing in a matter of moments. But this was a good show, even though it was short. We got some good games, nice little surprises here and there. No Final Fantasy Remake Part 2, sadly. I was hoping to see that. I don't know. I'm sure most people out there that were tuning into Square Enix was anticipating some more Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 news, but we didn't get that. But we got something different as another surprise. Alongside the Avengers updates, we're going to have Guardians of the Galaxy. Almost said something else. Guardians of the Galaxy, the game, coming October 26th for this year. Now, this game itself took all the show. It took most of the show. And I think this was the big giveaway, because when they spend a lot of time on a certain game or a certain title, they're not going to have much to show, at least for the remainder of the showcase. It doesn't matter if it's Xbox, PlayStation, or whoever it is that's on the stage and has their the spotlight and has the floor. You already know it's not going to be that much. And with just considering the amount of time that they put and shown, they showed Guardians of the Galaxy, we got to see the combat, dialogue options, and just seeing the cutscenes and just see the gameplay, the trailer itself, and the characters and stuff like that. This was really good. And the big difference is that it's going to have dialogue options in comparison to Marvel's Avengers. It plays almost similar to it just from watching the combat. And the combat itself almost gave me a little bit of Marvel Ultimate Alliance, if you guys ever played that before. One of my favorite superhero games I played from OGen. It's amazing to really see all those mechanics come into play. But I think it plays almost similar to Marvel's Avengers, but I'm playing that game and enjoying the DLC and the updates that they have, and new free DLC heroes that are continuously adding events, limited time events, and different characters that are free as soon as they come out. You don't have to purchase them or anything like that. And I think Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be the next step. So I guess I didn't expect them to bring out a Guardians of the Galaxy. I figured they probably eventually would, but I'm sure that I thought that they would eventually bring it out a little bit at a later date. But I'm surprised to just see that it's coming out as soon as it is, a much sooner date than next year. Because you would think that Guardians of the Galaxy could be a title for next year, but it's pretty cool to see that it's going to be a title for this year, for this coming October 26th. But before I get into the next game, I just want to say something about the voice acting, the voice actors. And we didn't get the same voice actors for Marvel's Avengers. We didn't get it for that game. So I'm not surprised we're not going to get the same voice actors from the movies. Drax is not Drax. Rocket Raccoon is not the same. Groot is not Groot. And Star-Lord isn't the real Star-Lord, or whatever the case may be. I'm just happy that they put the game together in the first place. So we didn't get it then. Well, I'm not even surprised we're not going to get it now as far as the same voice actors. Everybody's going to get a different role, and it's always going to be somebody different to take upon these roles. We're not going to have the same voice actor, and just the same thing could be said for these movies. We're not going to have the same actors play these roles. And just to throw it out there, we're going to get a brand new Captain America. The guy that used to be Falcon, he's already going to be the guy that used to be Falcon. He's the new Captain America now. So perfect example. So now we're going to see the different changes. Things are bound to change going forward, but just because they have a different voice actor for Rocket Raccoon and the other heroes, is that going to stop me from buying the game? I don't think so. So that's just something I wanted to really mention as far as the game itself. But I'm excited to play it and see what it's like. And my big question is, I hope we'll be able to, are we going to be able to play as the other heroes, or is it just only going to be all about Star-Lord? Can we switch between Groot and maybe the other heroes that we'll be able to play as part of the Guardians of the Galaxy video game, or is it just going to be strictly Star-Lord's story? But either way, even if we can't, I'm still going to probably end up playing the game anyway. But throughout this conference, we had a different variety of games. We got a little bit of mobile games. So if you like to play your games on your phone and you're a mobile player, you got some games coming to your device, whether you're team iPhone or a team Android. So it's going to be a lot of fun to really just check some of these games out. Final Fantasy 1 through 6, they end up showcasing and saying that it's going to be remastered and coming to Steam, and also going to be mobile remastered. Um, Speaking of remasters, Legend of Mana is also getting its remaster coming very soon, actually June 24th. And then we got some updates for Avengers. Marvel's Avengers update Cosmic Cube set for June 22nd. And I've been playing these updates here on the channel for Marvel's Avengers, so I'll be playing that one. And I'm also going to be playing this one for sure, the War for Wakanda expansion, coming this August, sometime in August, if there's no delays. So hopefully everything goes well for Square Enix as far as the Avengers, and none of these DLCs will get pushed back and delayed, so they'll be able to come out on time. Back to mobile, Hitman is headed to mobile phones, so he's going to be shooting up and blasting up and people and sniping them and assassinating them on mobile. If you guys are interested, I might end up checking this game out. And it's called Hitman Sniper: The Shadows. It's set to come out sometime this year, so it just says 2021. Some more mobile news. You can now pre-register for this game called Nier. Nier's headed to mobile. Nier Reincarnation for mobile, and I'll send you guys the link in the description, and if you guys want to check that out. Final Fantasy War of the Visions breaks Exvius and cross Final Fantasy. Login bonuses was announced. So the login bonuses will be taking place from June 16th to July 13th. More mobile games. Final Fantasy VII First Soldier. I already downloaded it. I pre-registered. Once I heard about it, I ended up pre-registering it for it. I just haven't played it yet. It's the Final Fantasy Battle Royale for mobile. So this is Final Fantasy VII First Soldier pre-registered, and it's going to be available globally sometime this year. And I'll send you guys the link for that if you guys want to pre-register for that. They talked about Babylon's Fall. I didn't even think that had a release date, did it? Babylon's Fall. That's a brand new game that they showcased. Life is Strange. I'm excited for the new Life is Strange True Colors coming out in September 10th. I'm not sure if I'm going to really play the Life is Strange Remastered because I already played it. I'm more excited just to play the brand new Life is Strange 3 True Colors set for September 10th. But if you guys want to get the Life is Strange Remastered Collection, that's going to come out September 30th. And then if you buy or pre-order the Ultimate Edition, the Ultimate Edition will give you access to the Life is Strange Remastered Collection as well at no extra cost. So you're already going to end up paying extra anyway because you're going to have the collection when you get the Ultimate Edition. That's if you want to. And then just to talk about a little bit of the gameplay for Life is Strange 3, I really like the different mechanics of being able to unlock the different dialogue options from looking into their minds and just seeing what they're going through, what they're thinking about, and stuff like that. It almost makes me think of some kind of Twilight Zone episode that I remember in a way. But I'm excited to really check it out and see what the other mechanics are going to be, and different dialogue options that you can unlock when you just take a look at these different characters and see what they're going through, what they're thinking, as far as relationships or any other personal things that's going on in their lives. So it's going to be really cool to dive into that and really be able to experience it. So I really like how the developers are really putting this together and making it a lot more different than the other previous games that we played from the Life is Strange series. Now, just to wrap up, this is almost the end of the conference. The brand new Final Fantasy game that they showed, I think this was a highlight. It's called Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. Now, just looking at the game, it almost made me it reminded me of a brand new Devil May Cry. I'm thinking it was like that, but this is not Capcom. But it looks really good. This is set for next year, a 2022 brand new Final Fantasy title that's going to be set and taking the game in a brand new direction. And I like this news about the game. This was also another highlight. PlayStation 5 owners will be able to play the demo very soon. So maybe we'll be able to play the demo sometime this year, and just to tease us and just get a taste of what the game is going to be like. But I don't see the demo coming out or being available until probably maybe sometime this fall, or maybe it'll come out at the end of the summer, depending on the progress that they can make of the game. But I'm excited to play this on PlayStation 5 and just be able to check this out and play the demo and experience it. And then that was basically it. There's nothing else really just to really talk about as far as the show. And I don't know what you guys are really excited for as far as the show. I think I'm missing what, Endwalker? That was the other game, but there was nothing else really shown. No Final Fantasy Remake Part 2, and no Kingdom Hearts. I was looking for that. Maybe I was thinking we could try to get some more Kingdom Hearts information, but Kingdom Hearts 3 has been out for a while now, and they also came out with that musical version of Kingdom Hearts. I forgot what it's called. I didn't end up getting it, but I think that's all we're gonna get for Kingdom Hearts. We're probably not gonna see any sort of remake or any brand new Kingdom Hearts 4 anytime soon. Probably for the next year or so. I don't think we're ever gonna get that. But as far as Final Fantasy Remake goes, we just got the Yuffie DLC for Final Fantasy integrating the PS5 upgrade. So I thought they probably just said, well, they already got this. We probably think we already got they already got the Yuffie DLC, so we probably don't really need to show the Final Fantasy Remake Part 2 right now. It's probably something that they can showcase later on in the year for another teaser, or maybe just like a little quick update for a trailer, or as far as the release date goes. So maybe we'll probably end up getting that. But that's gonna do it for the Square Enix show. So I'm curious to see if you guys like the show. But going from all the games off the top of my head, I like Avengers. Oh well, I'm gonna say Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, the game, and then the War for Wakanda DLC, and then a release date for the Cosmic Cube, so we know when these DLCs are being added for Marvel's Avengers. So I'm excited to try and play those games and those updates. And then Life is Strange 3 is another favorite of mine from the show. And then I'm also excited to play this brand new Stranger of Paradise game demo on the PlayStation 5. So let me know what you guys liked about the Square Enix show. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the PC gaming show, and then before it starts, I'm gonna take a glimpse at the Warner Bros. Showcase and see what they have to show as far as their games. But after the PC gaming show, that's gonna be it for today, and then we'll be back with tomorrow and see what happens as far as the other games goes for announcements, and then Nintendo's will be coming soon to wrap up for our E3 conference.